What's going on, y'all? Like, follow, share, and subscribe. We getting directly into this. Here we go.
This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Hit the merch link in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell. Get notifications. Anytime I go live with a video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit that join button so you can join the Tatum Squad. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. First and foremost, make sure y'all visit TatumReport.com. Donate to TatumReport.com. Subscribe so you can get real news 100% of the time, 100% free to you. Ladies and gentlemen, Democrats do not want unity. I don't know where they started lying to people on. I don't know where it started. I don't know how the rumors conjured up to create a mythical idea that Democrats are the party of unity and they want unity now as they get rid of President Trump as the president of the United States of America. Let me give you the first example of why they don't want unity. They want division. They want people to be going crazy. First thing they do. Very first thing that they do that shows me very clearly they don't want unity is they go after President Trump. Mind you, half of the people in America, I would argue more than half of the people, the voting class in America, voted for President Trump. Voted for President Trump, trying to impeach President Trump 10 days before he's to be out of office is a spit in the face and a call to action for people that support him because it's an illegitimate non-resolution approach. Impeaching somebody, I mean, writing articles because you have to be impeached and removed. They already impeached him once. They're going to try to impeach him again 10 days before he's out of office. That makes no sense unless you want to stick it to somebody. Unless you want to play revenge games. And you play revenge games, you're not going to build unity. You're not going to get the other side. The other thing that I think is very impactful, and I think that even a blind man can see, is Joe Biden coming out and saying, if the people at the Capitol building were black, this wouldn't have happened. Meaning that they would have been, harmed before they even got to the front door. There are video evidence that people have seen. I shared on social media. Some people were getting let into the Capitol. They didn't break a window. They did nothing. Doors are open. They let them into the Capitol. Letting them pass fencing, telling them to come on, let's go, come on this way. So to even utter that to be something that is out of control, knowing that BLM and African American people in this country burn entire cities to the ground. I'm talking about whole buildings, Target, Walmart, Burger King, burnt to the ground, looting buildings, looting department stores, billions of dollars worth of damage. Police officers were killed in the middle of these riots, in the middle of all of this stuff. Killed, bludgeoned. People were hurt. Even other black people were killed in the middle of all of this. In the name of BLM, in the name of George Floyd, in the name of Jacob Blake. But mind you, they act like that did never happen. They act like that does not exist.
I think it's an echo. I got y'all. Don't even worry about it. Got y'all. Apologize for the echo, y'all. Apologize for the echo.
I think that they want unity. This is a embarrassment to our country, and it's a clear image that the Democrats don't want to unite. They want division. They want conservatives, and you can look at what happened in Democrats. If you have
let me fix this. Hold on.
They want you deplatformed.
Yeah,
they want you to be shunned.
This is really good.
Selecting the right benefits can be overwhelming. With tons of details to review and
Democrats don't want unity. The very first thing that they do that shows me very clearly they don't want division, they don't want unity, is they go after President Trump. Mind you, half of the people in America, I would argue more than half of the people, the voting class.
All right. I gotta fix this. I gotta fix this echo. Let me see.
class of people in America voted for President Trump. Voted for President Trump. Trying to impeach President Trump 10 days.
There we go. It's crazy how echo cancellation gives you echo. Why.
Before he's to be out of office is a spit in the face and a call to action for people that support him, because it's an illegitimate, a non-resolution approach. Impeaching somebody, I mean, writing articles of impeachment, because you have to be impeached and removed. They already impeached him once. They're going to try to impeach him again 10 days before he's out of office. That makes no sense unless you want to stick it to somebody, unless you want to play revenge games. And you play revenge games, you're not going to build unity, and you're not going to get the other side. The other thing that I think is very impactful, and I think that even a blind man can see, is Joe Biden coming out and saying, if the people at the Capitol building were black, this wouldn't have happened to them, meaning that they would have been, harmed before they even got to the front door. There are video evidence that people have seen. I shared them on my social media. Some people were getting let into the Capitol. They didn't break a window. They didn't do nothing. Doors are open. They let them into the Capitol, letting them pass fencing, telling them to come on, let's go, come on this way. So to even utter that to be something that is true is out of control. Knowing that BLM and African-American people in this country burn entire cities to the ground. I'm talking about whole buildings, Target, Walmart, Burger King, burnt to the ground, looting buildings, looting department stores, billions of dollars worth of damage. Police officers were killed in the middle of these riots, in the middle of all of this stuff. Killed, bludgeoned, people were hurt. Even other black people were killed in the middle of all of this. In the name of BLM, in the name of George Floyd, in the name of Jacob Blake. But mind you, they act like that didn't ever happen. They act like that does not exist and claim that they want unity. This is a embarrassment to our country, and it's a clear image that the Democrats don't want to unite. They want division. They want conservatives, and you can look at what happened in big tech. If you have a voice that's different than theirs, they want you deplatformed. They want you to be shunned. They want you to be ousted if you have a different opinion. Not if you have a illegitimate opinion or a wrong opinion or a violent opinion, only if it's a different opinion than what they want to pursue. That tells you they don't want unity. Unity means an open dialogue of conversation back and forth, and my conversation or my evidence will beat your evidence. That's how you have a dialogue. That's how you have communication. That's how people grow mentally, psychologically, and politically. But when you are throwing people off platforms because they support a president that you happen to not like, although the man's resume is impeccable, although he's been the most peace-uniting president in the entire world, people have nominated him for a Nobel Peace Prize, the peace deals he made in the Middle East, in South Korea, North Korea, things that haven't happened in 50, 60 years. North Korea, I think the North Korean leader has never stepped foot in South Korea in like 50 to 70 years. I can't remember which one it was. That's a long time ago. Never has that happened. It hasn't happened in decades. That happened under Trump. Moving the embassy to Jerusalem happened under Trump. The biggest economy boom that we've ever seen happened under Trump. Lowest unemployment for Black, Hispanic, all that happened under Trump. But somehow, if you like him and you agree with his policies, not even his personality, you are to be shunned. But we want unity. No, you want unity of your own thinking. And if people don't agree with you, you don't want unity, you want chaos.
Facts.
For you to kick the president off of all social media platforms, you are causing division. For you to say if black people were would have stormed the Capitol versus white people, black people things would have happened differently. Yet black people burned down entire cities around the country for the whole entire summer. Many black people died. Many black businesses were burned to the.
Oh, and we're gonna get into that right now. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with none of y'all. I'm gonna shoot this, but I definitely. lucky I'm doing this and it ain't that late. Some people would be asleep. But we got some stuff to get into. Like, it's just too serious.
A lot of people got all types of religions. The religion is arbitrary. It's your actions that's gonna matter. You need to hold on. Let me read that tweet one more time.
Black people just want the world to show up for us, like we show up for everyone else.
5 guys dancing.
We'll definitely put some money on Baked Alaska's books, man. Like, come on, like we'll look out for you. And I'm tired. Let me take a little midday nap. Needing to be in the news cycle, man, for a couple of times. They have. Wow.
Yeah, you know that shit coming out like right before the 6th and the Trump protest and all that. They like, yo, let's get this in. You know what I mean, 2021 just jumped off. That's some Kris Jenner, publicity stunt shit. I'm not believing it. I need some proof first. Kanye ain't tweet about it. Kim ain't tweet about it. That shit ain't real till they tweet about it.
And wasn't there a rumor that who put out the rumor Kanye and Jeffree Star, man? Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that too. That was them, motherfuckers that be doing makeup and shit like that. Chatty Patty Twitter.
Okay.
And Chatty Patty TikTok.
Rights to Ride. I was in DC. There was so much media is distorting. It was super diverse, aka Blues Lover on Twitter. 15% Black, 20 Asian protesting as Americans. Van Varanigan Bard. Hotep Sharid Mukaddima by Ibn Khaldun. I know I messed that up, man.
It's like some oppressive information. Before the white man was putting his foot up our ass, it was the goddamn Arabs putting their foot up our ass. Fuck you trying to have me read.
CJ Man 2112. What has Stacey Abrams done to deserve such praise? Anything, or is it just a POC token thing? She helped register the Shine so they can vote for the Democrats. Man, what are you talking about? As far as the white liberal is concerned, she a saint. They was patting her on the back like, oh, Stacey Abrams, Stacey. And then, once the Shine sees the white liberal doing it, oh, they're gonna jump on doing it. Oh, Stacey this, Stacey that. I'm like, oh my God, y'all can have it. Like, I know one thing, getting somebody elected is one thing, but if the Democrats don't do nothing, then what did you accomplish? That's my thing. Like, nothing has happened yet. Nothing, we didn't save nothing yet. You just put Biden and all the Democrats in power. And the last time Democrats in power, Obama had it, and what did happen then?
Nothing.
And he was allegedly he was one of us.
A lot of people got all types of religions. The religion is arbitrary.
Well, look like she love to eat, bull. I bet you make some mean collard greens, bull.
that motherfucking Thanksgiving dinner is smacking.
It's got to be smacking. Dr. Dre, it looks like he's okay. So he caught an aneurysm, but he's fine. I guess he's recovering in the hospital. Shout out to Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't even know that.
Soon, bro.
Damn, we don't hear nothing.
You want to get to it, man?
I'm still looking at these white liberals talking shit. Talking shit for Stacey Abrams. I'm trying to find a good one to read. They on her dick.
Anyway, Wednesday, it was D-Day. Everybody was talking about January 6th. January 6th came here and, Trump gave a speech. And, man, I took a nap, right? I was just waiting on, I was like, when is the festivities going to start? And I'm like, man, I'm tired. Let me take a little I was like, papers or something like that. I talked to somebody. I ain't gonna say it, man. Like some stuff might have gone missing. Like some people said, some hard drives got took. I'm like, oh my god. My first said on my stream, that's why I deactivated that shit. I was like, get the fuck out of this shit.
I don't know nothing about
But they
that.
come
My
for
name
your
Bennett,
ass.
I ain't I don't know nothing about no hard drives.
I'm like, y'all stole hard drives? Oh my god, y'all going to jail, man.
You in the gulag.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but then
shout out to Baked Alaska. I just want to say shout out to Baked Alaska. Hey, bro, when you get on the inside, you know what I'm saying? Have somebody send me your inmate number. I'm gonna put something on your books, bro.
we'll definitely put some money on Baked Alaska's books, man. Like, come on, like we'll look out for you.
We gonna make sure you get some cookies in the commissary or something. You know what I mean? Like,
In the gulag. Holla at you in the gulag.
Because I gotta be honest,
it's happening.
When I seen the Baked Alaska clip in the office, I was proud. I was proud. He was like, "Oh, look at this ignorant shit." I'm like, "Yeah, the Sean and nigga inside of me loved every moment of it." You know what I'm saying? It's are they really going to jail?
Man, FBI put out tweets like anybody that got pictures. Go to FBI's Twitter, man. Like they said, anybody got any information, pictures of people that stormed the Capitol, please send it to us. Man, I've never seen so much snitching in my life, man.
Oh my god!
But y'all want to be black, right? No
this
snitch.
is what I'm saying. Like, what side are we on, y'all?
Thank you.
The side of white supremacy. We already established that.
Apply for a job with the CIA. Fuck y'all.
Might as well.
Might as well.
Might as well.
We got to talk about Ashley though. One girl got I
Oh,
seen
your girl.
like 4 people died. A couple people one person had a heart attack. One girl got trampled when they were trying to run out or something. One person had a heart attack. Ashley, what's her last name? Bennett? Bobbitt.
Yeah.
Now I seen that. Like that's the reason I took my stream down because I saw this whole thing. I was like what the hell happened? Because you slowed the thing down. They had a different angle. That different angle today.
Angles.
Where you saw the officer.
You saw the officer shoot.
He was just like, bang! I'm like,
It was a live round.
oh yeah.
Yes.
Then when she fell back,
Yeah, I saw that.
you saw the people right behind her. It was
the
5
SWAT.
cops.
It was the
right
SWAT.
behind her.
So
like, right behind her.
technically, that's how you shoot.
Like right behind her.
So they could have got hit.
Yeah, the cops could have hit. But my thing was, like, from what I've read today, that where they was trying to get in, that's where they was holding up. That was like a safe area for the Senate and stuff like that. I guess they went back there.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to protect them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know what the rules are. It didn't look like to me that was
Mike Pence Secret Service.
Deadly force.
Now,
But I guess if you're
Mike
an
Pence
important
Secret Service
bigwig,
who shot the lady.
you can use it to protect them. Like,
So
I don't
now
know.
you
That's
know.
kind of crazy. But she didn't pose any threat to them.
Yeah, I know.
All he had to do was put, like, I would have walked over there, bang, and pushed her right through back to the window.
Yeah.
That's all he had
Knock
to do.
her out.
Yeah.
Like there was one person coming through
Look
there.
at it.
It's not like there were zombies coming through the
I'll carry her
door. He
out.
act like there were zombies coming through there. Like, yeah,
Right.
they had the door barricaded. They
Facts.
had chairs all over the door. Like, nobody was getting through there. You had to
Right.
come through the window. All you had to do was punch him,
Right.
push him back.
Right.
And matter of fact, the cops would have got them right behind
Plus
there.
pounds.
Like, it's like,
God
he
damn
panicked.
it.
That guy
Use
panicked,
8
man, trying to
pounds
save them.
on the
them
stove
Congress
and knock
people
her
and
ass
shit
the
like
fuck
that.
out
Like,
and carry her body.
oh man,
No,
I don't
your
know.
ass wanted to kill somebody that day.
I don't know. Like, I seen like Ann Coulter and that V Dare dude talk about the officer is probably black. They didn't show his face yet. I'm like,
Oh, here we go.
here they go with this bullshit. Like, shut the fuck up, man. Shit. But rest in peace to her. You know, everybody's, you know, making jokes on Twitter and stuff like that. And this is what I really wanted to get into. These the same shines. Matter of fact, let me get ready. These the same shines. When people talk about George Floyd,
yeah,
these conservatives was like, all you had to do was comply. He would be alive today. This is the response that these conservatives had. Now, this Ashley dies. What does the shine say? The shine say the same thing the conservatives said.
Yep.
Oh, she had to be there. She should have been complying. She's being a terrorist. I'm like, what the? I never seen so many black people say the word terrorist on day in my life.
Yeah,
in my life.
I want to talk about.
Y'all ain't said that shit about.
Yeah.
What the hell you mean terrorist?
Saddam Hussein.
What?
Gaddafi.
Like, come the hell? Are we falling for the okie doke?
Yeah.
I thought black people were smarter than that.
Welcome to the gulag.
Was we terrorists when we invaded Iraq?
Hell no, we
terrorists? We've been in
Yeah.
Afghanistan 20 years, Shine.
Yeah.
Who's the terrorists?
Mm.
We gave money to jihadists. We gave weapons to jihadists in Syria
Al Qaeda.
so they could take out Assad.
Yep.
We armed terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
Shine.
Literally.
Y'all don't know
Shine.
what the fuck going on.
Mm-hmm.
Stop believing that bullshit.
Fuck with your boy.
Don't believe in the same fucking stupid ass bullshit they gave you on that day in September.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know what the hell happened the day of September by now, you're a certified fucking fool.
You ain't seen them fools dancing.
Stop, man.
you see five guys dancing?
Stop. Why never seen so many people talk about some goddamn terrorists? Oh, they're being terrorists. Like, all they do is they see what these conservatives say and they copy exactly what they can't wait to say the same thing they say.
Yeah.
Y'all both wrong, dumbass.
Yeah.
And you had a great tweet, man. You should fucking say it, man. You had a great tweet.
I'm gonna read it.
That was a great tweet, man.
I
put it on
it. I will read it. But the terrorist thing had me like, because after the tweet I put out, niggas was like, terrorist. I'm like, yo, the word terrorist don't even mean nothing no more. We done watered that shit down to mean nothing now. If she's a terrorist,
right?
She was unarmed all.
Right.
Like, harmless. That woman was harmless. And she's a terrorist?
No.
And I'm like, why? Because she was invading the Capitol building
Weapons
of the same government that was whooping your ass for 400 years. Shine. The government that was whooping your ass, the same government that told your ass you was 3/5 of the man, Shine. It's whose back you covering, Shine. The same government that said you ain't a man, Shine. Huh? It's the same motherfucking government that legalized slavery over your asses. Same government that give a fuck about you. The same government that told you wasn't even man enough to fight in a war. They had the army segregated from your ass. So they smartened up and said, nah, these niggas could die first. And you niggas lined up for that shit. Oh, I could die for the white man now. Let me die for the white man. This is what y'all did.
Facts.
I'm thoroughly
Gonna
disappointed
join,
in the
hit the
black
link,
community.
blah, blah, blah.
Just the
I already
same
know.
fucking government. Y'all said, what was the tweet she said? Oppressed and beaten and disheveled for 400 years.
400
and so
years.
white
I'm
folks is
tired
ready to
of
put a
bullshit.
foot up their ass, and you sided with the same entity of white supremacy that been kicking your ass for 400 years.
Right.
You must like the plantation, Sean.
I think you do.
This was cracker business.
Right.
Folks handle their shit.
Right. Exactly.
The attitude should have been hands off.
Exactly. That's all I'm trying to say.
I'm watching. I'm spectating. This ain't my war. Let the white man fight the white man. Let the rank and file take it up with them snooty whites up in the Congress, with them limousine socialists, the limousine liberal. Let them take up that fight with them. How the fuck you gonna turn on rank and file citizens to take the back of the government and turn around and call these people terrorists, but you won't call the goddamn government terrorists?
Right. Like I'm like, I don't, you know what? I miss when black folks talk like that in the media, when the superstars, you know, like sports. But you know, like back in the 60s,
yeah,
they asked James Harden and Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
Embiid said, they asked Embiid, what'd you think about the thing events happened today? He was like, I don't know what happened. I was asleep. They asked Harden that same question. He was like, man, I don't know what happened today. That's the correct answer. It's like, I don't know what something happened. Something happened in DC.
Whoa. That was white folks' business. That shit was white folks' business, yo. That's what that shit was. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Y'all went to the polls.
Like, follow, share, and subscribe.
Saved white supremacy. Then a set of good white folks is about to destroy the system of white supremacy. And what happened? Y'all chose to back white supremacy again. It's just some uneducated bullshit, man. That shit had me sick. Let me read my tweet. Right now, sitting at 1,100 retweets. 150 quote retweets. Sean was on my head today. I said, show your humanity when lives are lost. That goes for Breonna Taylor, and that goes for Ashley Bobbitt. Humanity is how we heal. And then Sean was on my head. How you gonna compare Breonna Taylor to Ashley Bobbitt? And first of all, I wasn't comparing the two, Sean. I wasn't comparing the two. This is the problem. Y'all get so emotional and shit. I also tweeted out earlier this week. I said, how people interpret your tweets has a lot to do with their mentality and not so much about your own.
Right.
And this is their mentality where they get triggered when they see these names together. What I was saying was conservatives got to do a better job of showing their humanity. And black folks, y'all got to do a better job showing your humanity. Because we all got the same common enemy. And that's the problem here. That's the big problem. Nobody want to talk about the common enemy.
Right. That's exactly right. You know, I seen everybody was snapping about that, you know, and then they go on and they show the same disregard for human life that they complained about.
I gotta share this.
They show the same thing, the same exact thing, the same goddamn thing. It's the same behavior.
Yeah. And it creates a cycle. It creates a
they
cycle.
Can't see it. They can't see it. I don't know how they can't see it. I'm like, y'all acting just like them.
Right. Somewhere somebody's got to stop. Somebody has to break the cycle. I was like, yo, I'll volunteer. I'm stopping here. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to participate. I'm not going to participate in the trashing of Ashley Bobbitt. Because then as soon as the police choke a nigga, y'all going to be asking why conservatives is on your head. And this is like, nigga, you just on Ashley Bobbitt head. Like, y'all can't. And the thing is with me, it was like it was grown folks. Like, niggas, y'all grown.
Because they're doing for clout. They're doing
clout chasing.
Yeah, they're clout chasing, you know, like, and they happy about it. Like I don't understand, like, why you act like you say these people hate you. You don't want to be like these white folks are your enemy, but when the first thing push come to shove, you act just like them.
Right.
Like you shouldn't even like stop talking about them. Stop. You worry about yourself. You don't see any other
Nope.
like. Even if they got beef and stuff like that, they ain't gonna act like say the same thing they say.
Right.
Like, come on, man. Like, I can't even like it's anybody that saw that shooting, that wasn't a good shot, man. And
right,
like, and you've seen with stuff with Breonna, you know, the cops got fired and stuff like that. You know, another thing. Let's get to. No, a lot of people were saying if it was black folks, right?
Oh, yeah,
Can we talk about this? If black folks were doing it, even Biden said Biden announced his attorney general today. He even came up with this BS. If Black Lives Matter was storming the Capitol, the results would have been far different.
We know
okay.
That.
Oh, really? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Y'all right. It'd be way different. I remember
they
all
burn
summer,
shit
y'all burned down city after city. What did the NBA do? The NBA put Black Lives Matter on a goddamn logo, on the goddamn court, in the goddamn NBA playoffs.
Facts.
They made commercials. They made goddamn service announcements. It was Black Lives Matter everywhere. Every company got in on it.
Yep.
Every company.
Yep. Big money.
Oh, yo, kiss my ass. Like, what the hell y'all talking about? It'd be way different. They would have shot. You know what really says? It really says you shine just scared as shit. Y'all don't got the balls the white man got. The white man said, fuck it, I'm going to go get me some freedom. We going right up in the goddamn Capitol. You know what you shines did? Oh, I'm going to get me some drip. I'm going to go to Target. I'm going to go to Walmart. I'm going to go to Gucci. I'm going to do all that. White man said, fuck that goddamn drip. I'm going to get me some goddamn freedom. That's what the white man said. The price. You heard what Malcolm said. See, y'all like to pick and choose what Malcolm says.
Yeah.
Y'all like to pick and choose. Malcolm said the price for freedom is death.
Yes.
The white man learned that. He knew that for a fact.
Yes.
They knew that. The white man knew that. 1776, motherfucker.
1776. I
just like to back this all up with evidence. Black Lives Matter did storm the Capitol. They did make it to the Senate hall, to the Senate floor.
Right. Oh yeah, you know what? I kind of remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah, they was like, I'm trying to think. I got a kind of a picture in my mind, but I think it was a bunch of women though, right? Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I remember.
It was a bunch of white liberals with a couple of chocolate chips sprinkled in here and there. So I put out the tweet. I said, "Yo, this is Black Lives Matter. They'd have rolled out the red carpet and had hors d'oeuvres ready. They would have had fried chicken and Kool-Aid ready for you niggas if you rolled up to the Capitol." Now, if it was a bunch of black conservatives and hoteps, we would have been shot, Sean. That's what y'all should have said. Y'all should have said if a million hoteps ran up on the Capitol, we would have been shot. But not you, Sean. Not you Black Lives Matter types. They'd have opened the door for you. That's called black liberal privilege. Hoteps don't got that privilege. We'd have got popped because they know when we coming for that revolution, we talking that real shit. You, Sean, you coming, all you want is a little Netflix deal. When the hoteps show up, we coming for real equity. When y'all show up, y'all just want to be seen. Y'all just want to be heard. Y'all just want a meeting with Biden. I don't want no fucking meeting. If y'all would have showed up, I promise you, like, I'm not even making this shit up. If black liberals, Black Lives Matter, stormed the Capitol, a bunch of black people, they would have let y'all in. Especially if the media was out there, they would have let y'all in. They'd have served y'all drinks. They'd have kissed y'all feet. They'd have washed your feet. This is the America we live in now. You might have got that analogy off a few years ago. Not in 2020. The white liberal know better. Not while them cameras is rolling. But had it been some hoteps, oh yeah, they'd have laid us out. They'd have laid us out. That's what y'all should have said, Sean. Y'all should have said if it was 500,000 hoteps, they would have been shot. I would have agreed with you.
Yo, did you see when the black Israelites came through?
They were like, "Oh, black Israelites out there with clubs." I'm like, oh, they got his walking stick and they talking about some clubs.
I was like, yo, what do you mean clubs? They was scared scared to death. But they saw. Oh, you see, we was just your point. They seen the hotep. They was like, "Oh shit!"
Nigga, they was more scared of fucking 10 hoteps on the sidewalk with sticks than 500,000 white folks. That's what I'm saying. They saw the hoteps pull up, and niggas was like, "Hold up, they got clubs."
5 of them.
This is what I'm saying. They scared of us.
Oh my god!
Come on, yo. Come on, yo. 10 Hebrew Israelites, nigga.
Wait, where they come with clubs? Like, oh my god!
Quick Griffin. One griff to root them all, one griff to find them, one griff to bring them all.
I got a little bit more I want to play. Before we before I roll out, cause hold on, let me see if I can get somebody. Boom. Yeah, we going here. Ready?
Unity. This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to my channel. Hit that join button so you can join the Tatum Squad. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. First and foremost, make sure y'all visit TatumReport.com. Donate to TatumReport.com. Subscribe so you can get real news 100% of the time, 100% free to you. Ladies and gentlemen, Democrats do not want unity. I don't know where they started lying to people on. I don't know where it started. I don't know how the rumors conjured up to create a mythical idea that Democrats are the party of unity and they want unity now as they get rid of President Trump as the president of the United States of America. Let me give you the first example of why they don't want unity. They want division. They want people to be going crazy. First thing that they do, very first thing that they do that shows me very clearly they don't want division, they don't want unity, is they go after President Trump. Mind you, half of the people in America, I would argue more than half of the people, the voting class of people in America, voted for President Trump. Voted for President Trump. Trying to impeach President Trump 10 days before he's to be out of office is a spit in the face and a call to action for people that support him, because it's an illegitimate, a non-resolution approach. Impeaching somebody, I mean, writing articles of impeachment, because you have to be impeached and removed. They already impeached him once. They're going to try to impeach him again 10 days before he's out of office. That makes no sense unless you want to stick it to somebody, unless you want to play revenge games. And you play revenge games, you're not going to build unity, and you're not going to get the other side. The other thing that I think is very impactful, and I think that even a blind man can see, is Joe Biden coming out and saying, if the people at the Capitol building were black, this wouldn't have happened to them, meaning that they would have been, harmed before they even got to the front door. There are video evidence that people have seen. I shared them on my social media. Some people were getting let into the Capitol. They didn't break a window. They do nothing. Doors are open. They let them into the Capitol.
Damn.
Letting them pass, telling them to come on, let's go.
I tripped up
on
on this.
So to even utter that to be something that is true is out of control. Knowing
Bust my ass online.
and
But it's
African-American
cool
people in this
because
country burn entire cities to the ground. I'm talking about whole buildings, Target, Walmart, Burger King, burnt to the ground, looting buildings, looting department stores, billions of dollars worth of damage. Police officers were killed in the middle of these riots, in the middle of all of this stuff. Killed. bludgeoned. People were hurt. Even other black people were killed in the middle of all of this. In the name of BLM, in the name of George Floyd, in the name of Jacob Blake. But mind you, they act like that didn't ever happen. They act like that does not exist and claim that they want unity. This is a embarrassment to our country, and it's a clear image that the Democrats don't want to unite. They want division. They want conservatives, and you can look at what happened in big tech. If you have a voice that's different than theirs, they want you deplatformed. They want you to be shunned. They want you to be ousted if you have a different opinion. Not if you have a illegitimate opinion or a wrong opinion or a violent opinion, only if it's a different opinion than what they want to pursue. That tells you they don't want unity. Unity means an open dialogue of conversation back and forth, and my conversation or my evidence will beat your evidence. That's how you have a dialogue. That's how you have communication. That's how people grow mentally, psychologically, and politically. But when you are throwing people off platforms because they support a president that you happen to not like, although the man's resume is impeccable, although he's been the most peace-uniting president in the entire world, people have nominated him for a Nobel Peace Prize, the peace deals he made in the Middle East, in South Korea, North Korea, things that haven't happened in 50, 60 years. North Korea, I think the North Korean leader has never stepped foot in South Korea. In like 50 to 70 years, I can't remember which one it was. That's a long time ago. It never has that happened it hasn't happened in years, decades. That happened under Trump. Moving the embassy to Jerusalem happened under Trump. The biggest economy boom that we've ever seen happened under Trump. Lowest unemployment for black, Hispanic, all that happened under Trump. But somehow, if you like him and you agree with his policies, not even his personality, you are to be shunned. But we want unity. No, you want unity of your own thinking. And if people don't agree with you, you don't want unity, you want chaos. For you to kick the president off of all social media platforms, you are causing division. For you to say if black people were would have stormed the Capitol versus white people, black people things would have happened differently. Yet black people burned down entire cities around the country for the whole entire summer. Many black people died. Many black businesses were burned to the ground.
Facts.
You know that. You watched it.
Shot on live video. Black
And
people.
then you still come out and make a racially charged statement, just like Obama did, saying that Trayvon Martin could have been his son, which is the biggest lie on planet Earth. You try to impeach the president, and you think you want unity when half of the country is a certain way. That's not unity. That's division. That's not love. That's not a new direction for America. That's a pathway to a civil war situation where you have one faction against the other, where you back people against the wall so far that they feel like they have to come out and do something. That's not what you want in America if you want peace, if you want unity. Unity is saying, let's be transparent in an election. Unity is saying, although I disagree with President Trump, he'll be out in 10 days, we will move on with our agenda. That's what we call unity. Making racially charged statements in situations where you know you're making it up and lying, that's not unity. Y'all tell me, is B. Tatum tripping? Or do I not know about unity? Do I not know about what's right for America? Comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe to the channel. Visit Tatum Report. Visit the Officer Tatum store. Y'all know what it is. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.
All right, I'm not done. I'm not done with y'all. Oh, well, I'm not done with you. You thought I was done. You thought I was done. Ha! I'm not done with y'all, and I'm upset that my boy not on here, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna upset my boy not on. But it's cool. We got into economics all the way until we hit almost 3 hours. So here we go.
Make sure you like and subscribe to the Tatum Report website. Make sure you donate if God has put it on your heart. Like and subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live or make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to my channel. Hit that join button so you can join the Tatum Squad. Like this video, comment on this video, and share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, propaganda has literally destroyed the mind, the hearts, and the understanding of the average person in America. I'm gonna show you an example of what I mean. I'm gonna show you an example of why some of your family members are dissenting and some of your family members are believing all of this chaos and confusion that you are looking at and saying, how could anybody believe that? I'm going to show you an example of how propaganda works from the same organization, putting out two different articles saying two different things and painting the picture to confuse you. Democrats, the media, big tech, all of them have an agenda, in my personal opinion. Their agenda is to push a central message. The message is not just pushed because this is the emotional feeling of individuals. The message is pushed because there's money behind it. The same people that fund big tech are the same people that fund politicians, which are the same people that fund the messaging on CNN, MSDNC, all of these other places. If you don't believe me, follow the money trail. If you don't believe me, watch this that I'm going to post, and you tell me why a media organization, same media organization, present two different things. One is actually worse than the other. They present two different things, write two different headlines because they're trying to trick you and manipulate your mind. Do not fall for it. Now, if you already fall for it, that's just you. You don't want to be a smart individual. That's on you. That's between you and God. But I'm here to give you some information, and I'm here to help your mind. Let's roll this clip, or at least this picture. Let's put it on the screen. You can see it as clear as the noonday sun. This is clear propaganda, ladies and gentlemen. And this is on my, I posted on Instagram, posted on Twitter. This is exactly what I'm saying. This is a perfect example. Vox, very clearly, what do they write when you see white people, you see Trump supporters on the Capitol building? How do they frame this? They put every person who forced their way into the Capitol should be arrested. This is what they write, what Vox writes. This is what the image they show. They don't show the old ladies and the people in wheelchairs in there. This is the image that they show. And then down here below the image, here's a clip from CNN, the Clinton News Network, and it says more arrests made after deadly insurrection at the U.S. Capitol. To you by TatumReport.com, TatumReport.com.
You got
in the description here. Look at over here. This is D.C. This is also the Capitol. This is fires burning all around the Capitol building. This dude is in a actual burning environment. There's burnt cars, there's building facilities that have been burnt to the ground. Brandon Tatum, how do they pitch this to your family members? How do they pitch this to people?
Appreciate your time.
Yeah. There's a lot of things breaking. I mean, I think there's. So how are you doing over there?
Well, all is well because I'll be off in the next 3 days. I'll be off until.
Give me just 1 minute here. Just hold on 1 minute.
Okay, no problem.
Right back with that. Hold on.
All right.
That are watching this, they say riots are disruptive, dangerous, and scary, but can lead to serious social reform. This is not going to lead to social reform according to them. No burning, no nothing. Just a bunch of clowny people going into the Capitol taking selfies. This is my personal opinion. They didn't do nothing. This didn't do nothing to nobody. They make this out to be bigger than what it should be. Although I think this obviously is against the law, clearly. The burning of property, billions of dollars of damage, multiple people killed over police shootings that were justified, burning down buildings. How do they categorize it on CNN? Fury, but mostly peaceful protest after police shooting. Mostly peaceful? The person that owned this vehicle and that owned this facility don't think this is peaceful. This is millions of dollars of damage. Millions of dollars of damage. People losing their lives. Police officers getting killed directly. People throwing rocks, boulders, throwing flashbangs at police officers or kicking them back to police officers. This is just one city. This happened around the whole country. Multiple cities. Billions of dollars of damage. 30 plus people lost their lives in the insurrection of our country because of a police incident. And you see people taking selfies at the Capitol, and this is supposed to be fury and insurrection. And this is mostly peaceful. This could lead to serious social reform. They're brainwashing us, ladies and gentlemen. They're brainwashing us. If you don't agree with this, you shouldn't agree with this either. If you think this is insurrection and this is bad and this is evil, this is destroying America, you have to admit that this is doing the same thing. If you support this because it's going to cause unique social reform, then you have to agree that this will cause social reform. If you don't believe that this causes social reform and that people aren't paying attention, then this shouldn't be something that you celebrate. If you're going to cause this what it is, people should be arrested. You should be saying people should be arrested for doing all of this. There is no in between. There is no, this is okay, but this ain't. It's hypocrisy. This is destroying people's minds. This is destroying perception. Because they're never going to show you anything favorable about this. They're going to act like this is the worst ever to ever happen. And all you see here is people hanging off a building taking selfies. This is chaos. This lasts for days. This happened all around the entire country. Some of it is not even sustainable. We're not going to talk about the police that have lost their lives directly from rioting and protesting. I'm not here to endorse either one. I'm here to say, if you think this is bad, you have to agree that this is bad. If you're going to write an article like this, why don't you be fair about writing an article and saying that this is disruptive as well? The lies are very clear. They're manipulating the population to psychologically brainwash you into believing the right is wrong and wrong is right so that they can take over our country. That's exactly what they're doing. Nobody can explain to me how they think that burning down buildings and facilities and killing people for an entire summer is totally fine. But then if you go to the Capitol, in which nobody killed anybody at the Capitol, the protesters didn't, I don't even think that hurt anybody. You think that that's worse than the summer of chaos? Setting up Chaz zones, occupying the Capitol in Portland for 100+ days, throwing Molotov cocktails in the building. There wasn't even a fire set in the Capitol on that day that they're saying is the darkest day in United States history. Yeah. Not a single fire. I'm going to leave it up to y'all to be the judge and the arbiter of truth. Comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. Is B. Tatum tripping or am I on or something? Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell. Y'all know what it is. See you on the next one. I'm out.
I've always loved sci-fi and the idea of being right on the edge of discovery and frontiers of space. And doing exploration in EVE allows me to do all of that stuff. You get to use cloaking devices, probes to scan down unknown parts of space. You get to go to places in space which are dangerous and unknown and discover valuable ancient relics from long dead civilizations. You could even go into wormholes which take you into unknown parts of space. You could see a pulsar or a magnetar putting out waves, a furious black hole with a massive glowing red event horizon around it. And it really reminds you of where you are in space and how far away you are from the recognizable surroundings of your home system. It's an incredible feeling, and you just feel like you're living on the edge of space, right on the frontier. And there's always the threat of being discovered by another player who might be out hunting explorers. And even if you do get discovered, even if you are spotted, the feeling of achievement and the feeling of narrowly missing a sticky end is unbelievable. That threat is what makes it a challenge. A lot of what I've done in EVE is just following content that presents itself because of what I've chosen to do. It's all part of exploration. It's not knowing what kind of profession it's going to lead me to or what kind of activity it's going to inspire me to follow. It's perfect to give you a taste of what EVE's got to offer.
I'll be doing the floors too, is that?
Raid is a free-to-play action RPG for both PC and mobile. There are over 500 badass champions to collect and battle through dungeons and PvP. In the most recent update, they actually put me in the game. That's right, I have my very own champion, Saito. Saito is a legendary undead samurai who looks like a total badass. I mean, seriously, just look at this guy. This dude's armor is insane. I helped design the character as well as did all the facial and motion capture for the game. Along with Saito, a bunch of new champions were released, as well as the Artifact Forge and a new advanced questing system. I love the art style of this game, so I'm so honored to have my very own character fighting alongside so many incredible looking champions. But I'm legit addicted to this game that it's actually becoming a problem. I have Raid running on my PC at all times so I can grind dungeons for gear while I work.
Raid, now available for PC and Mac.
It's guaranteed to get. It's guaranteed to work. They're good. If you request.
Be fighting the war on drugs, and the CIA is the major cartel bringing in like 80% of the cocaine in the 80s. So here we had working for an administration that was okay with funding an unauthorized war in Nicaragua.
And I said, yeah. Then she turned around and had me off on Wednesday, which is one of my permanent days.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
As soon as the COVID shit happened, my whole schedule changed. Everything.
It's just that it's not even the company that we work for. It's the company that I work for that don't want to pay the overtime. People here, they pay for hours that they,
Already do, yeah.
Right. And if we do any overtime, some states gotta pay for it, and some states don't want to pay for it.
Of course, that's the same reason why Blue Force ain't want to give us no overtime.
And she talking about going back to Blue Force.
Cause his ass ain't want to come out his pocket. Cause I learned how contracts work. If you pay for 12 officers, but you only got 7, you got extra money that you pocketing. So you're gonna have random people that's like, hey, let me work for this, let me work for that, let me get that overtime. Your ass may want to pocket that money as a boss. His ass was pocketing that money. You know what I'm saying? And like, bruh, like, come on, bruh. You know we want the money, we will work. And the fucked up part about it is they only wait until they have no other choice to get us for us to work those extra posts. Last minute, I'm talking about the same day. In the morning, like you wake us up when we supposed to be asleep. Like the fuck?
Officer Davis, ma'am.
You shoot. I done got calls at 10 at night, 11 at night, 6 in the morning, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the morning. Like, period. Like, man.
I've been looking for something else. I definitely want something else. Even if it's not like, I guarantee, even if it's not security, I will work anything else that pays more than this.
Yeah, of course, man. You gotta be secure, man. You gotta be secure.
I don't even gotta be security at this point. I really don't give a fuck about being a security officer no more. I really don't.
Yeah, it's about the money, period. Like, you can't just work and don't get what you need out of it.
I just really need more money, honestly.
Shit.
I'm working on this fucking trade and stuff.
You trading currency or some shit?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You downloaded a software already? Huh?
Trader 4, I got that app, and then I look at the charts on TradingView.
You ain't make shit yet, did you? Cause I know you didn't, but I'm just saying. If you did, then let me shut the fuck up, cause I was doing stocks. I already made some shit off stocks, but I just cashed that shit the fuck out.
It's not stocks, but I made the other day. I ain't make no big amount of money yet, but the other day I made 65, and then yesterday it went up to 50, and I held it, and then it went down to like 30. So
All right. Well, I'm a. You gotta send me that information because I know it's not stocks. I know it's not stocks.
it's not stocks, and you gotta watch the charts.
I know. It's almost the same when it comes to. It's almost the same as stocks because throughout the entire day, if you don't watch it, you will lose. Period. And I was.
It's watching it to know when to enter your trade.
Yeah, that's my point. Because once something good, and you also got to watch the news. The only reason why I know that is because I watch Fox Economy or Fox Business, whatever the fuck you call it.
Yeah, like news that would right here. The website, it's got like news and stuff right here.
See,
And then
y'all trading with China and euros. I know, because
I stopped doing the currency pairs. I'm doing.
okay.
Yeah, I'm doing currency pairs. I am doing.
Got me interested. Metals? For real? Oh my God, you in the game? You in the real game? I wasn't even expecting that shit. I was talking about that shit last night. Literally, it took me 3 hours to finish the
I
stream.
want to do like the U.S. versus JPY.
Yeah, you can't predict it. Thank you. You can't predict it. That's the reason.
So you can predict it, but it's you know, you don't really make no money though. So I'm doing metals and indices. So like Knowledge 100, SPX. Bitcoin is doing some shit right now.
I know, but look, I cashed out on Bitcoin. Look, Bitcoin. Check out Dominion. Dominion is the software that they use for the elections, but the share Dominion.
Is it an app or I gotta download a software on my computer?
No, you ain't even got to download the software. You could go through Dominion through Cash App. Cash App stock. You could go through Cash App stock. Dominion is already set, and it has a live feed of his. Literally every second has a live feed of his chart on your Cash App. It's the stock. It's the second to the last option on the right hand side. When you look, it look like a chart. Click on the chart shit. I bought Bitcoin too on Cash App. That's how I started flipping my money. I'm right with you. That's exactly how I started flipping my money. Let me go to it.
All I see is stocks and Bitcoin. I don't see nothing else.
Because you got when you scroll down, right? Okay, I see Bitcoin limited, blah blah blah. You gotta Bitcoin is on the right. You gotta click on stocks. As soon as you click on stocks, then you could go to it. It'll send you to it. It'll give Dominion Energy is what it's called. Dominion Energy. It says General Electric, Nike. Yeah, Dominion Energy. It says General Electric, Nike, Walmart. You see it? Yeah. Hit that joint, and then it's down today. Well, it's down. Well, technically, I guess it's down today. But that's exactly what they use for the elections. That's the software they use for the elections, and it also translates in other areas as far as energy. It's not just elections. People think Dominion was just for the election. No, Negro. It's for energy, business, software. But you, it gives you an option. You either invest, it gives you a buy. You got to click buy. Invest. Yeah, when you hit buy, it'll give you an option in the buying how much you want to put on the stock. If you want to buy, you could buy more up to more than 100, but if you want to Google how much it costs for the whole share, do that, and then you could flip your money more than one time. You can still flip your money more than one time, but you got to pay attention every minute of the shit because it goes up, down, then it stagnates, then it goes up. It's crazy. I watch this shit every day. It's just like Bitcoin, but Bitcoin goes up and up and up every day, so it's different. You know what I'm saying? Google how much for Dominion share cost. How much for a Dominion share cost? The total share cost. Exactly. So if you buy it on $72, boom. The fact that you see that red with the line is going down today. Tomorrow it might be up, but there's no guarantees. That's why I popped out of Dominion. I was putting small money in it. I was putting a dub. I was putting $40, $35 in it, and then I was making my money when I was watching it at that time. And the moment I seen it stagnate and go to a plateau and go straight on its top, that's when I cashed out. Because I went up and then it plateaued. So I was like, okay, I got my money. I wasn't going to wait until it went down. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm losing money at that point. So, you know. But I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm about to finish my live stream. So. Yes, ma'am. I'm over here just all up in the economy world and stocks, bonds, and shares. And I haven't seen. I'm surprised your boy didn't hop on this live stream today.
Who are you referring to?
Whoever hopped. I don't even remember his name. Whoever hopped on my live stream yesterday. Last night.
I don't know.
I don't even remember his name either, but he did hop on my live stream. We was talking about Bitcoin. We was talking about economy. We was talking about oil. We was talking about just economy. So, and I'm re-entering into a new space. The fact that it's a new year, and I'm realizing that it's new territory that's not being explored. Now, I was the biggest skeptic on Bitcoin. I'm still a skeptic as far as future. But as far as the now, it's the hottest thing popping as far as if you watch it every single day. It's just going skyrocket. The more turmoil our country goes into, it does like this. That's what the chart looks like. The chart literally just
happening. I think I've seen some evidence of swell even in some other investments. I've seen that.
Oh,
So
of course.
I'm not
Of
sure why.
course.
Well, I think they're rallying because just like everyone else, they're just as nervous. They're economically nervous about what's next themselves. 'Cause I think there's of course there's uncertainty, there's angst, there's many. Either way, there's a lot riding on this deal. I'm not sure where it's going to wind up, but I have seen that. I've seen there's some tremendous growth, but I haven't. I mean, looking at the S&P, I haven't done it. I haven't done my diligence.
Yeah, I mean, it's a matter of fact. I'll pull it up, but it's literally based on that old quote: buy, sell, sell. But it's not just. But it's really based on the now. And I'm just being honest. Just me watching when I watch Bitcoin every day. If you don't turn on the noise, if you don't turn on the news while you're watching Bitcoin, you won't be able to calculate your fluctuations as fast as somebody else who just watches the chart every second. Every second is updated. Every single second is updated. But at the same time, I realized that it fluctuates high when this country is in any kind of conflict. Any kind of conflict. When it came to Christmas bombing, sky high. And guess what else went sky high? Dominion. Dominion is a share in a stock in a trade that we didn't even realize. and we're so against Dominion unless we understood marketing. I'm
Well,
against
just
I'm against
based on
I'm against the
just based
cheating.
on all the smoke around that group, I would just avoid it.
Trust me, I don't blame you. I
For
don't
now,
blame you. That's pretty much a globalist app or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what it's called now because when you type
I
in
think anybody
stocks,
associated with that's going to be what? No, I'm not. I don't have no holdings in that no holdings there for
when
me.
it comes to Dominion, it just struck me weird because I thought it was just about the software, but it says Dominion Energy. So I'm literally trying to figure out if your energy, if it's Dominion Energy, what do they got? Like, what else do they own? If it's energy, is it oil? Is it you know, like what is it? I got to do my research because I
Well,
thought it
I'm
was.
gonna be honest. I'm not sure, but it's almost like you're describing like they have lots of exchange, like they have the utilities as well,
I
Like they
mean,
invest in many, like an ETF almost. I don't know, but
well, it's here, Dominion Energy, and I'm trying to figure out what in the heck does that mean, and where do they have their money in? Because if it's energy, it's not necessarily software. It's diagnosed to us as software because that's a spectrum that they operate in. But we don't know anything about no energy. We have no idea about the energy part. So me knowing that, I was interested because I was already investing in energy. That's how I brought it up yesterday with your boy before you got off last night about oil and gold and all this other economical stuff. But right before you got off, but nevertheless, it's
I don't know.
curious to me. It's curious to me. I never heard of it being anything about energy until I looked on the stock market. So it just broadens my horizon in the understanding what we don't know about it.
Well, like I said, I don't know. That's
You know.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not. I'm not doing a lot of. Not doing a ton. I just kind of let the investments. Whatever investments I have, I kind of let them do what they're doing right now. But I think just the traditional accounts are really not gaining that much. Just traditional accounts, you're gaining about $1 a year in terms of interest or whatnot. It's just regular stock. I mean, or regular, just like regular savings. Let me retract that. Just a regular, like any type of regular savings or whatnot. You're gaining $1 and change per year.
Right.
But I think anything else that you're invested in, I think just about anything else that you would be invested in, you'd be making off a little better than $1 and some change for 12 months. Right now, like I'm just thinking like the whole, what is the digital currency? I'm not totally familiar with that.
Bitcoin.
I'm looking into it.
Like I said, I'm skeptical. I'm still skeptical. But I already made money. I already made money 3 cash outs already. I cashed out 3 times. I went through Cash App. I bought. I invested $20 to $25 each. No more than $30 investment. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna lie. I probably invested $40 and made 42 on it. But as the fact that I'm watching it climb, and I cashed out that 42 instantly, and then I went back and used that 42 and used 40, put that $2 in the bank. It don't even matter. The fact that I'm making money is the only reason why I even care about it. I put that, you know what I'm saying? Put the 2 in the bank, put the 40 back in. Then I made another 48, and then I put the other 6 in. As long as I'm making money, I don't even care if it's $6, $2, $5. is teaching me per time. If I was to invest the whole stock, the whole share, I would have came up. If I was to buy it at $112, I would have made at least what, 220, at least $224. At least $224 to 230 something, approximately. But the fact that you could double your money in general if you watch the next day, and then you have to follow. It's true, I do follow Fox Business. I'm off Fox. I'm honest and I'm hard. I just don't. I don't know where to go as far as the economy is concerned. I could go to the New York Stock Exchange, but that's just watching live numbers go up and down. You can do that on your phone. You know, as far as active situations with the numbers, it's not as accurate as Fox Business was. But I guess that's another conversation. But I'm just learning. My channel is about to evolve as far as this conservative platform is concerned. I said yesterday we definitely had a conversation with a whole bunch of patriots talking about wanting to start a patriot audit. We literally don't know where to start. So that's one thing. Two, everybody wants to become the new news. That's another thing. But three, in my opinion, a lot of people got backstabbed, traded, backstabbed. We found out who were the traders, and who's not loyal to the. And I'm not gonna act like I'm a liberal. If you don't agree with what I agree with, then you're ousted. But who's not loyal as far as your values are concerned? If somebody, as far as a Capitol building situation is concerned, if somebody wants to insurrect a new 1776, and then you go soft, I'm just sorry. That's just, I don't know if it's the way I talk or the way I think, but you got a coward to just sit here and just. I mean, even Trump was reading off a teleprompter because he didn't want to say what he had to say after that situation. That's the first time we ever seen him read a press, as far as unless it was pre-recorded. We never seen him read a teleprompter in the last 4 years. Like, every day I think about that. I'm like, he read the teleprompter. In my mind, I played a video. I was playing a video of this Hotep guy. He said, they said they wouldn't be surprised if they took Trump in the back office and showed him, who killed JFK or what happened to JFK when JFK said what he wanted to say, and he got killed. It's kind of familiar how uniform he became after his supporters did what he put. I'm not even gonna lie. The phrase "battery in the back" that's true. That's true, because what if I wanted to storm the Capitol? I'm not saying I am, and this is strongly hypothetical.
Just go easy on that. I mean,
this is strongly hypothetical. I know. This is strongly hypothetical for the viewers and but that was strictly for the protest part of the opposite response when it came to the Black Lives Matter movement. When it came to the Black Lives Matter movement, I didn't even realize, but they did have females who stormed the Capitol, and I never paid attention until I seen these Hotep guys that posted it yesterday. I mean the day after the Capitol Hill incident. It was females that stormed the Cap. They actually got in there. But number one, it wasn't on the news. This is the thing that blows me. Number one, it wasn't on the news. Number two, it was black females. Number three, we never even heard of it, and I had to search and just had to dig for it. Number four, the things that they were calling for based off their charter's demands were the definition of a coup. If they did that, and again, the funniest thing about it was if they could say, if you don't agree with us, we're going to burn the whole place down. If that's not a coup, but the people who just take photo ops inside the Capitol is a coup, then what is a coup? You get what I'm saying? Like, what is a coup?
It's just propaganda.
I thought a coup was hopping on me knowing how Iran and Iraq works, and I seen coups. We seen coups. We have movies of coups. They show us in our plain sight. Olympus is falling, for goodness sake. But you can see a coup in plain sight. Somebody hopping in a coup is literally trying to take over the presidency. Taking over a Capitol building means nothing because you're not going to get legislative change. What you're going to get is hostages, hostile environments with sniper rifles, military, and so on and so forth around you, unless you assume that these individuals die or not die. These individuals are so highly important that if you hold off on your backup, that you're gonna save their lives. The coup is taking over the presidency, hopping inside of the Oval Office, kicking your feet up, playing on video and saying we're taking over the country. That's the definition of a coup. They did it in Russia when they had the Russian Revolution in the last 5 years. 5 years. I apologize. A female woman ended up a president. Eventually, or whatever high place she had, I don't even know what position, but I know dang well for sure she was the highest person in office when she ended up being resurrected inside of that office before your boy Putin. And even before Putin didn't get in office until he became a spy. And he didn't become a spy without the KGB. And the KGB were insurrectionists who literally created the coup. So what the heck what are they talking about? And ideological subversion came from Russia. So if that came from Russia, the mental programming of demoralizing a nation and creating blankets above their eyes, if that's so easy for them to just say, they couldn't even, they honestly said out their mouths, as I played yesterday, that they couldn't even believe in our country that they would even be able to, they wouldn't even, in the last 30 years, they didn't think that they could get what they had done in the last 15 years, 12 years, 10 years. They just couldn't believe it. They didn't, basically, stupid Americans. They didn't think that we were that dumb. Once they realized it, they were like, well, we might as well give you the chance. You know, I mean, what are your thoughts on this whole?
Well, I only have maybe one or two things to add, and then I'm gonna wrap up. I just think that there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation campaigns out there right now, and you're going to continue to see that. Unfortunately, it's probably going to last all the way up until next week, which is presumably the corporate inauguration day. That's actually not. Turns out I'm from what I'm understanding, that's not even the original inauguration date, thanks to DVP. Shout out to DVP. But I don't. It's just going to continue the way that it is. But I think what's being relayed is that these patriots or whatever people want to call themselves right now, they need to stay away from these capitals. They need to stay away from these state capitals because it's a trap. By now, wake up.
Thank you.
Wake up.
Thank you. They're setting you up so you can become.
Quit having these little flag and balloon toting parties. Stay. It's just that at some point people have to realize, where we are.
They're trying
to. You keep walking into stuff, and you're not doing anybody any good. And at this point, I just think that that's generally it. I don't know. It's and to me, the last one was the same way. The last one was. You will be infiltrated, right?
I learned from a military channel that the only way to be infiltrated is create a name. Have a name to your organization. That's the best way to be infiltrated because any human being can infiltrate something with a name. You can agree with any ideologue. That's the easiest way to infiltrate an organization and. I'm not gonna lie. I have to share this book that I've been reading, Secret Societies, blah blah blah, yeah. From at least 360 BC to now, secret societies have been birthed and born, but from humanity's generation, to be honest. But it came from basically one tribe or group conspiring on another tribe or group on the opposite ideals that they can conquer one idea. So if my idea doesn't fit yours, you may slide your physical human being body in my group or tribe and then plant your idea inside of my group. So that's the definition of infiltration, especially when it comes to any organization. So we just need to learn the tactics. We need to learn the ways. We need to understand that the whole one thing I forgot this whole time. I didn't forget, but I kind of forgot here and there, where this whole planet is based off of groups, tribes, and gangs. When Malcolm X was killed, let me move from Malcolm X because that's another gang. When Martin Luther King was killed, the people who were on the balcony with him, about 3 or 4 other guys that were on the balcony with him, all of them were in fraternities, and they were all in 3 different other fraternities. Malcolm X was also in a fraternity. I keep saying Malcolm X. Martin Luther King was also in a fraternity. He was also a Mason. Fraternities and sororities and gangs and groups and people in places with symbols that specifically identify who they are as human beings have alternative motives that a lot of people don't understand. This is where we get the word globalism. It came from the trilateral commission. It came from the phrase New World Order that wasn't coined first from the Bushes. It was coined before that. These things are replicated and duplicated and multiplied. Once we understand what these things are and what group that you really think you want to represent, if you don't understand the group that you represent, anything can happen. You'll walk yourself into the gulags. That's about all I got to say about that one. So, but I do appreciate the.
Pretty much that. Yeah, that's pretty much for me. I like I said. Of course, like I said, it's just going to be. It's really there's really not anything anybody. I don't think there's anything any kind of physical presence from anybody. What's that going to do? I don't know, other than get people, put people at risk of whatever else they might try to do. I don't know, but that's really all I have to add. And of course, I'm just, there's, like I said, there's so many things coming out, and they're coming out so quickly, and everything's changing at the blink of an eye. So I'm not really doing, I'm not really reporting, so to speak, on some of the developments, because, some of it, you got half truths, and half truths here. Some networks you can look for half.
You're right.
But that's pretty much for it. I appreciate you for having me on. So, but I think the week, it's only going to heat up. The rest of the week is going to be, as they say, it's going to be hot. We're going to be hot all week with things
all week,
out.
every single day. It's going to be something hot, something hot, something hot. They already took down Paula. It's just hot. They're searching down every single human being that was in the Capitol. I mean, me working on law enforcement, I'm expecting that. But at the same time, it is what it is. I mean, I got people who work at the Capitol that work in my museum. I'm being honest. They know that was going to happen. So it's not a surprise to me. And the right behind my building is the National Guard at every single building, because I'm 1 block away from the Capitol, technically. So, well, two if you want to count the whole building, but a building is a building. But I'm on 4th Street, the Capitol's on 3rd. So, there you go. I mean, and it's funny because the worst part about this whole incident, in my honest, humble opinion, was the city of DC, lack of a better term, higher ups declined the backup for the Capitol Police 5 times, even including that day. Even including the day when they knew they were outmanned. All they had was 1,300 and 1,500 officers. It was 30 to 50,000 human beings. What the hell do you think you're gonna do with 13 to 1,500 officers and 30 to 50 human beings? But that's not even a mathematical equation to even try to figure out. You're not gonna win. It don't even matter how many guns you got. You're not gonna win. You're just not gonna win. I mean, they could physically trample him. A woman got trampled in general. I mean, you gotta use your brain when it comes to certain things, man. And Nancy Pelosi automatically the next day fired the chief of the police of the Capitol Police the next day because she almost shat herself that night. That's how I feel about that one. But this is how it's going down. It's crazy.
Well, like I said, I appreciate it, and like I said, I mean, hopefully I can kind of be back to norm tomorrow. But like I said, I'm just gonna kind of sit. Like I said, who knows if I can get it together later, because I think things are just gonna keep popping out. And that's what it's just kind of it's literally literally the eye of the storm that's not quite hit, and I just think everything around it, everything in its path. Whether it's social media, whether you're on social media, whether you're, Parler or whatever. I hear Facebook's having a crap show, whatever. But yeah, I'll be, I'll be standing by unless I just call it done for the night. We'll see. We'll see because I'm.
Hey, it's all right. Just make sure all is well. Ain't no worries. Trust me, I got you.
Well, thanks so much, DJ, and thanks so much for having me to the chat.
All right, now, peace.
Have a good night.
All right. So that was what it was. Appreciate y'all. Like, follow, share, and subscribe. That's it for tonight. For right now. If I do get on later, it will be on a late night chat, late night chill chat. Unless I get some exclusive news coming, then it'll be a little bit hyped up. But appreciate y'all for coming on. Like, follow, share, and subscribe, and we will get this. Go ahead and shout me out if you didn't. All right, and peace, my fellow freedom protectors.